From the Reaching, Teaching, Caring, and Sharing News Desk, this is Harvest News with Pastor Vaughn.
Good morning, I'm Pastor Vaughn, and blessings. Our top story today, the Assemblies of God, Wisconsin and Northern Michigan District, will be holding their annual summit this week, and Senior Pastor Jerry Grimshaw will be in attendance. But before he left, he filed this report.
Good morning, Harvest Church. Pastor Jerry here. Sorry that I can't be with you in person, but Sherry and I are at our district council in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, meeting with the other pastors from around the state and northern Michigan, taking care of some business, getting training, having a time of refreshment and fellowship. We'll be back with you next Sunday when the Osborns will also be here, and I'm really excited about that. Wendy and Jeremy are just great people, and I know that you're going to love having them here again. Also remember that next week we start our week of prayer, so while we're gone getting refreshed, we'll come back ready to hit the ground running. I just want to make an announcement. I know that many of you may have seen it already, but we just did a fantastic job with Buddy Barrel during March Missions Madness. I'm just so pleased that you have been so generous in your giving. We ended up with almost $1,200 during the month of March, and that's based upon your generosity, your willingness to see boys and girls and even adults impacted by the gospel around the world. So again, I congratulate you, I thank you, and for all that you've done with Buddy Barrel. And of course, he's here again today because it's the first Sunday of the month. Have a great, great day, and we'll see you all during the week. God bless.
Next Sunday begins our second week of prayer for 2016. Our prayer correspondent, Vaughn Larson, has more. Vaughn? Imagine if you could talk with the President of the United States anytime you wanted. Talk about your problems, ask for help. And the President talks to you if you're listening. Well, the President doesn't have enough time to do that, but our Heavenly Father does. Harvest Church is placing special emphasis on prayer this year. Each quarter we will have a week of prayer, as well as a 24-hour prayer event. For the week of prayer, we will meet at 6:30 each night right here in the sanctuary. The theme for this quarter's week of prayer is, He Hears Me. Prayer is important. It's so important that Adult Bible Study will take a 1-week break during the week of prayer. We will be praying for the needs of Harvest Church as well as the village, county, state, nation, and world. So please take a moment, fill out a prayer card, and leave it in the offering basket. Or you can email your prayer request to Pastor Jerry. But we need your prayer requests no later than Wednesday of this week to be included in the week of prayer. This is prayer correspondent Vaughn Larson reporting on location for the next week of prayer. Back to you, Pastor Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. Turning to missions now. Next Sunday, Jeremy and Wendy Osborne will visit Harvest Church to talk about their mission to Ukraine. They are still raising funds to go and help spread the gospel in an area that serves as a gateway to Eurasia. The Osbornes are our missionaries of the month, and you can find specific prayer requests for them in today's bulletin. We also have an update on Brian and Angie Bishop, our Chi Alpha missionaries to Lawrence University. They are expanding their mission field to include UW Green Bay, and they also recently received a national appointment as U.S. missionaries. Remember the bishops in your prayers and consider supporting them as they reach college students in the Fox Valley area with the gospel of Christ. And that wraps up this week's edition of Harvest News. From the Reaching, Teaching, Caring, and Sharing News Desk, this is Pastor Vaughn reminding you to love God and love people. Following the news, Pastor Rebecca will preach today's message on the armor of God.